As we started off, we say good morning to you. This is Top of the Bridge. Up and go! My name is Richie B.
You're surely DJ Arden in the building.
Yeah. How's your weekend, everybody? Bridge Nation, everybody doing good? Morning, Jody. What's up? Very energized. Seems like you had a lot of rest on the weekend. Yeah, I like them stripes too. Later on, you get a chance to see what we're talking about, Bridge Nation. Morning, Uda, Kevin. Everything good? When Jerusalem, them step out. All right, big up yourself. Later on, you'll hear Shelz as well. I know the Minister of Finance must have slept much easier last night because the teachers have signed.
I saw it.
The junior doctors have signed. I think the police are still, it seems, about to sign, based on what I'm reading. And so he must be more relaxed right now. And everybody obviously making sure that they try to get in to catch the March 31 deadline.
Right.
Because as I saw in a report recently, if the signatures were not put on paper, then that back pay that is supposed to be paid out by the I think the end of March, it would be difficult to get it, all the calculations and so on.
Right.
So it looks like lots of positive developments on the industrial relations front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good news. Time now for
WTF.
What the Fact? And if you were on parade at this early hour, maybe you're getting instructions like Squad Shun!
Alright. What's happening?
Move to your left in threes.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Alright. What's happening here?
Yeah.
Attention!
Alright, I know that one. Alright, cool. Alright.
All right, what we're doing is just introducing this beautiful lady, a Jamaican, who is a woman who makes you, for want of a better term, stand at attention.
Context is everything, Richard. Context is everything. But okay.
If you get my drift.
Yeah,
Though small in stature, I think she's about 5 feet 2 inches tall.
Wow.
Rear Admiral Antoinette Weems Gorman made news and history when she assumed the role of Jamaica's first female Chief of Defense Staff. This appointment is the first time in the island's history that a woman heads the Jamaica Defense Force.
Wow. And now you don't want to know, she was also the first female officer to serve at sea, which led to her becoming the first female appointed to a frontline combat role in the Caribbean. Weems Gorman is also the first female officer of the Jamaica Defense Force to attain the rank of Rear Admiral, a first for the English-speaking Caribbean and the Commonwealth. This role makes her a senior naval flag officer, equivalent to a major general and air vice marshal.
All right.
It's a good look.
Very good look. Attention!
Yes, sir.
Final instruction.
Yes, ma'am.
One final instruction.
What?
Dismiss!
Yeah, get them all.
Yeah, that's right, Bridge Nation. It's now time for update. And boy, if you don't know by now, you know Shelz not like when foolishness going in a place, you know. Yeah, man, I talk about Portmore. Keeper, what go on? Zero what go on now, Bridge Nation. Kiprich, his home was burglarized of jewelry and thousands of US and also Canadian dollars. Now, dancehall Kiprich is upset, and he has all right to be, after his home was burglarized during his stay at an Airbnb apartment at the Portmore Country Club 2 in St. Catherine on Saturday morning. He was robbed of US $39,000 or nearly 6 million Jamaican dollars worth of jewelry and currency in the amount of US $13,000 or the equivalent would be Jamaican $2 million. Now, Kiprich reported the robbery the same day at the divisional headquarters of the St. Catherine South Division, which is, of course, we Portmore peeps know it as 100-man station. The telephone ting artist is presently on the island working on a project with a fellow artist and, decided to rent an Airbnb unit in the Portmore Country Club 2 community. Kipper said, and I quote, "So I was there holding a vibes with Piranha, a fellow entertainer. Food I cook and thing, and we there all our vibes. My phone was dying, so I went over to my place where I was staying to get a charger. But when we go around there, the door open. Immediately the entertainer put his guard up. Me wonder same time, the door open. You don't know my vigilance kicked in at us at that time because I never left it open. And when me step in, my things them turn over." Kiprich immediately went to the security guards and made a report that he had been robbed. They made an alarm and discovered that the miscreants had gained entry to the apartment by forcing open a kitchen window. Eventually, one of the security guards had said that they saw a man come to the front, and when they asked what he was doing there, he admitted that he had jumped the fence and was trying to find his way out. They never held him, but he had my Gucci belt in his hand and was playing with it, so as not to seem suspicious or anything like that, like say a theme belt. And this was said by Kip Rich. So wow.
Isn't that a secure? I mean,
Yeah.
Isn't it one of those
Gated communities.
gated communities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was. It is, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Straight.
I never know that part though. And Kipper said they actually caught one of the guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like let
When I swing around in the belt like a female.
like a female, yeah.
Then I wonder if you know, use it and turn it around and beat. Maybe they had to use the same belt to restrain him.
So then,
If beating sound too aggressive.
Yeah,
But
no.
if I'm my belt, I'm my
Nah,
goods, I'm find him still.
no.
Yeah,
The belt never come into play.
Wap,
yeah,
wap.
but
Yeah, man. Whoosh. Buckle it.
Yeah, man.
what I
Couple,
can
man.
what I can understand is Shelz and
Yeah.
Richie. You're in that complex. You're security, and you are actually seeing a suspicious person.
You just said them go.
And that's it. I mean, you know, the person just tell you that, yo, Virgin, made a scale of fence and I try to find my way back out, and that's it.
Yeah, joke thing then.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Well, at least they have held on to one person, and maybe they'll get a chance to hold on to anyone else that
Yeah,
might be
man.
involved.
Yeah, man.
Really sorry to hear about that, Kipo.
Yeah, man.
And I wonder if it means that he'll get back any of the items or the money. I don't know.
Well,
We hope
keep
that he
the
gets
fingers
back
crossed, yeah.
value, because that's a
Enough
lot of
money
stuff.
that's- yeah, man.
All right. The Oscars were on last night, of course, and they came back in a big way. Of course, everything. What's the movie?
Everything, everywhere,
All at Once.
all
Yeah,
at once,
Everything,
yes.
Everywhere, all at once was the big winner. They had about 11 nominations,
Big of themselves.
and they won 7 of those. Among the big winners were, of course, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which, of course, won Best Picture, and Best Actor. That was won by Brendan Fraser from The Whale. People are liking what he had to say when he got up there. Michelle Yeoh for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Best Actress. We mentioned Best Picture already. Best Supporting Actor was Kei-Hoi Wan, and he's also from Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And some are saying they are surprised that Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. We see some fans actually who are somewhat upset that Angela Bassett did not, from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, did not cop the Best Supporting Actress award. And she did a very, very, very good job in that movie.
She did, but
Yeah. You give it to Jamie.
I mean, the movie. I mean, I know I'll probably get my black card revoked, but here we go on. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Yeah.
Better movie than Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
That's all I'm have to say.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Enough love to Sister Angela. You know, she go on good night and she really pulled the show. Still, not telling a lie. But hey, if you never watch Jamie Lee Curtis's performance, because you have enough people that go running and say, no, well, Angela should have win, but they never really sat and watched Jamie Lee's performance. So,
Jody not gonna agree.
Okay.
no, Mr. Jody over there, customer, does I say.
Wow. Jordan says she should have won from Tina Turner days.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
true.
yeah,
That is
yeah,
true.
man.
Now I fight that one.
She held it down well though, and still
Yeah.
put a smile on her face after
Yeah.
all, and she looked beautiful.
Of course.
In her, yeah, she looked really beautiful in her. I'm not. Most men are colorblind. Was it a purple dress? So purple. All right, I got that. Yeah. So you saw Rihanna? Yeah, Rihanna performed Lift Me Up.
You see Thames? You saw Thames?
Yeah.
Thames are black. Everybody view. Nobody behind a Thames could see. Thames are wear a piece of suit. Them. I don't know where she get that one. The thing there, but
Was it Lady Gaga who also performed?
yeah, man, Gaga
Yeah.
performed. No makeup, wrong.
Yeah, so Rihanna's boyfriend,
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP, he was leading the cheering, and she got a genuine standing ovation after her performance. Yeah.
So hold on.
Really
so
was
Miss Riri.
it was beautiful to see her. Trust me.
Okay.
I felt really proud watching her last night doing it at the Oscars.
Yeah.
There were no major incidents, no slapping or anything like
on
that.
Stage, no.
Well, Will wasn't there.
Yeah, Will never did it. Chris never did it. So it's all good.
Neither was Jada.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but incident free. I'd love to hear what the numbers are like this year compared to last year, though, because
in terms of viewership.
I think the slapping incident had hiked. Yeah, definitely had hiked the viewership. So without any incident, there's Rihanna.
Are Riri bringing the viewership this year?
Who knows? Who knows?
We know that definitely.
And they were not disappointed. I tell you.
You think people were actually looking for something new?
Yeah.
To happen this?
I don't know. Well, one of the things that was news that a jackass made it on the stage. As the host took you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, man. Him take a jackass on the stage. A little pony. A little pony made it to the stage for the first time.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel and his antics.
Yeah, man.
And he had a conversation with the jackass. It seemed at one point when he said to the jackass, "Hey, look out there!" Like you'd say, "Isn't that Jamie Lee Curtis right now? Say hi." And the jackass was straight and face him. Like it look right in the direction of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Boy.
It's either some training or just buck up. I don't know, boy. But it was a good night at the Oscars, if you ask me. And our final story this morning has to do with Jamaica's very own Sean Paul, who teamed up with an Australian singer named Sia, and they have a collaboration called Cheap Thrills, and that has now sold somewhere in the region of 600,000 units in the United Kingdom, which means that this song has gone platinum in the United Kingdom. We say congratulations once again to Sean. Well done, son. And that's it for
Update.
Time now then for the proverb of the day. Here it is.
Now take ugly, make laugh. Now take ugly, make laugh.
That sounds serious.
Yeah, it sounds serious. I know what I laugh.
I know how you laugh.
Yeah.
Don't take ugly, make laugh.
Yeah, that sounds serious.
And that is almost like you're saying the laugh of a people. Well, it could also be like the laugh of a people who are ugly.
That's not what it means.
But that is not what it really means. No.
Okay.
In this instance, I would say that to you because that is relative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Exactly.
But not take ugly, make laugh. It really means don't laugh at the misfortune of others. All right. So somebody's going through what is described as an ugly situation, right?
Yeah.
Don't laugh off of them. Don't make a joke of it. Not take ugly, make laugh.
That's true.
All right.
That's true. But if them buck them to Richie, I go chuckle. That's a little. There's something always.
So if you were on the outside broadcast that I did, when I stood up to greet my guest, and when I sat down, to this day I believe my technical operator had moved the chair accidentally.
Oh no.
And this is right in the Winsome Hotel ballroom with thousands of students on a school of OB.
Oh no.
And I'm sitting down.
Boof.
You get it. So you don't laugh.
Chuckle. You know something I go laugh. But then I go ask if it, no, I lie. No, I ask if it good first. I'm gonna say, because you know that chair thing that can mash up your back and things. So I ask if it alright. You're like, yeah, I'm good, mom. I go,
brethren, you know who laugh?
Who?
A fair-skinned lady. She looked almost like Jodie's complexion.
I saw the fair-skinned one then still.
And she, because I had to know, I'm embarrassed because lots of students are laughing. So I'm down there sitting on the floor and I'm like, hey, it kind of feels nice down here. Maybe I should just do the broadcast from down here.
That's what you call it, follow through.
Yeah, it's a follow through.
That's what I said.
But Miss said the guest that I had, she was trying her best not to laugh.
Surely.
So I just said, listen, man, just have a good laugh.
I'm okay. That's what I said. As long as it's all right, Richie, that's the thing. As long as it's good.
Well, it took me a while to get back up because I didn't realize how much pain I was feeling until I was trying to get out. But I survived that. So here am I 20 years after.
Oh, wow.
It's 12 now before the hour of 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
That could be a pet peeve.
True.
Yeah, but there's another pet peeve that we want to focus on right now. Let's hear it. What are pet peeves, by the way? These are things that people do that you might find upsetting, irritating, or simply annoying. Here's a pet peeve of the morning.
Morning, Bridge Nation. My pet peeve is you have people owe you, and them tell us, say, man, month 10 you get it, month 10 come, you see them and them not say nothing to you. You know, rush them feet, but at least have a common courtesy for say, you know, say something happen and I can't give you this month. You know, make me know prior, because you must know say something will come up or something will happen before you see me if you give me man. You know, so make me know how I go on. But not hard. You know, that is my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, man. You know, make it the pet peeve even worse. Depends on what you see them to, you know, Richie.
Yeah.
You go say you see them on one party, you know, a floss and a endorse, you know. Or you go see them on one shoe store with a 3 box of shoes, and you say, well, on there. No, sir. This not look good. Yes. That don't look good.
You know what is interesting though?
Yeah.
There are some pet peeves that they just keep coming up and from different sources,
Yeah.
different listeners. That is one that we've gotten quite a few times. And so we want to just put it out there. You borrow people money, are them things?
Yeah, man. Get them back.
Get them back. Within the time frame that you promised.
It hard when you wait so long, it's like you have to borrow it back.
Yes.
Like you end up borrow back the thing or them borrow from you. That's how you get bringled. That's a no, sir.
I want to how that Adrian who deal with it though. Does he call the individual and say, yo,
you know, remember me?
What?
That's how you have to do it, really. Yeah, because as I say, you know, I run them down, especially because if you get them the money, you loan them the money. Of course, there's somebody a rate, so you know, I really chuck no badness or nothing. Just subtly just say, you know, remember me?
All right.
You know, and just hope it, you know, everything sort out after that.
I go borrow that, you know. I go borrow that.
Yeah, man, you know, remember me?
just like that.
Oh, the most scariest lines in the history, you know.
All right, you know, remember me? Do you need to say it in an aggressive way or just
no, man, just simple, man.
Yeah.
You know, remember me?
All right, cool.
Start fret.
All right. There you have it. Winsome Wishes for Kids, ladies and gentlemen, has collaborated with Lead Outreach Initiative and Radar Relief Groups to present what they call the Best of Me, student-centered mental health workshops in the form of a village fair. Now, these workshops will see Dr. Karine Clay of Higher Potential for Learning, clinical and counseling psychologist, Dr. Teresa Taylor Williams, psychotherapist, NYC. That is Dr. Teresa Taylor Williams, who is a psychotherapist out of the New York City area, as well as Dr. Patrice Charles King, counseling psychologist at Phoenix Counseling Center in Kingston, as the mental health psychologists who will be sharing simple, solid solutions on hows and whats to students, parents, and educators. The key aim is to assist persons in taking charge of themselves when challenged mentally and to equip others to assist persons who are challenged mentally. It's going to be a 2-day workshop, and they're scheduled for March 17 and 18, 2023, and it will be at the Carl Hendrickson Auditorium at Jamaica College. We have this morning a repeat guest, and we're always very happy to welcome her, Lady Simone Sobers, who is the founder of Winsome Wishes for Kids. Good morning, Ms. Sobers. How are you? And welcome again.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure, and you know that by now. I had to say to Dr. Karine Clay, any moment now you could host this program from start to finish.
I am so appreciative of the love from the Bridge.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Yes, and I'm meeting her for the first time. We both agree that we will not forget each other beyond today, and that is Dr. Karine Clay. Good morning and welcome, Doc. How are you?
Thank you. I am well. Thank you very much.
All right, so nice to meet you. I'm going to start with you this morning, Dr. Clay. Why would you say children's mental health is so important?
Well, as we know from having gone through the pandemic, most individuals, the COVID pandemic, most individuals, we are social creatures,
yes.
right? Mm-hmm. And when kids are not able to socialize at a very young age, it actually starts affecting their stages of development. Mentally, psychologically, emotionally, all of those things. Children need touch, they need effective socializations with their friends as well as their families. But in saying all of that, they also need to have someone they could go to and talk to. Mm-hmm. We know that sometimes the situation at home is not always a positive one. And so school actually happens to be a safe place for children. If they're not able to talk to their parents, they're able to speak with their teachers. If I tell you, teachers out there have been not just doctors and lawyers and all kind of thing when it comes to dealing with children, but they're also extra mothers and fathers as well. So children need to make sure they have that secure support in place. Otherwise, they will become unstable as adults.
And so all of this will obviously positively impact their overall well-being.
Well-being, most definitely.
Ms. Sobers, let me bring you in at this time. Let's go back to something I've asked you before, but I'm going to ask you again. What inspired you to create The Best of Me?
Okay, so thanks to Dr. Clay, who came to Jamaica last June and performed screenings. And within those screenings, not only did we see children having not one learning disability, but several. And on top of those disabilities were some mental issues. So just imagine a child having more than one learning disabilities plus mental challenges. What do we leave? You know, what can we do with that child? That child needs some extra support. And while mental health is not our area of support or focus, but we believe in early detection and early intervention. So that's the reason why we said, let us touch on it and say, you know what? It's time for Jamaica to wake up. Let us be more empathetic towards each other and especially our children. And that's where that desire to make this fair, work out for us this year.
I like that. I love that. Now, Dr. Clay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you want to give away too much of the secret sauce, but what's the approach going to be like, for the kids and this Saturday and
Friday and Saturday.
This Friday. Thank you so much. And what are you hoping they'll take away from this fair?
Well, specifically for the children, most people don't know how it is that they learn. What is a great way for you to deliver information to each and every person? As we call it, their learning style, right? So basically, this Friday, the children and them will be getting a very small little mini assessment where they're going to find out what their learning style is. So, am I auditory learner, kinesthetic learner, visual learner? So, how I receive information. And also the adults in their life who are going to also attend will be able to know, okay, that is the reason why he's not getting this maths. That is the reason why he's not understanding this reading thing, because I'm presenting it wrong for him or for her. Each child and each person learns differently. If we deliver the information just like our love languages, then the person will receive it in a positive way.
I love that.
Dr. Clay, how would you say that parents and educators can help to address the challenges that many of our children have as far as mental health is concerned?
Listen. They need to listen. Because children, there's a reason behind their behavior. The child might not be vocal about it and might not be a great communicator, but every child's behavior, if you see a child all of a sudden start to act out, and this child was what you would consider neurotypical or normal under normal circumstances, but all of a sudden something off-key going wrong, then what's going on with you? What is happening? Not stop being a backside. Why you acting so? Why and buffing up the child or pushing the child away? No, that is not okay. Listen to the child, and when the child says something, don't make always the assumption that the child lying or they just want attention. It's not always that case.
Very important points you're making. So, Ms. Sobers, what can you tell us in terms of, is it a free workshop? Are these workshops free? Who are you inviting to come out this Friday and Saturday?
Okay, so on March 17th, it's for schools, and it is a free workshop on both days. And we are asking the schools to please come on out. It's for grades 5, 6, right up to 6 formers. And on Saturday, it's for adults. And we would love to see more adults registering because the schools are registering, but I'm not seeing the boys' schools. Where are your boys' schools? We need the boys' schools in there. The girls' schools are just, outnumbering you as, come on. Where are the Calabars and the Casey's and the
College man them, KC man them. Hey, what I do?
And the Georges and the Wolverines. I mean, come on, guys. Let us, equip our students so that they can become their best selves. And so we're just wanting to invite all.
How can you register? What do you need to do?
They can go to our website, www.kids.org, and the flyers are there. They're active. You can click on them and you go to the registration form.
All right. And the workshops will be pretty much all day?
Well, the workshops, it's not all day. It's from about 9 to 11, but then we have the village fair that kicks off at about, after lunch.
On both days?
On both days.
Yes, all right. So things are going well with registration, it seems.
For the schools, yes, but we would love to see more boys' schools register, so we can balance it out and that the information is being shared. And someone pinched me to say that we might be live streaming it. Because we want the information to get across to the schools, nationwide, because we know that a number of schools might not be able to come on into Kingston. So look out for that. We are working on that. Somebody, as I said, is going to be sponsoring our live stream.
Sounds good. Just keep listening to Bridge 99 and you'll get all the details on that.
Yes.
So, Dr. Clay, are you excited to be a part of this venture?
Yes, I am. From the time that I've started coming to Jamaica since last year, it definitely is something that I've done in Trinidad as well as Barbados. So I was like, yes, all of our children, it doesn't matter within the diaspora, need the support from our communities. And if people recognize that, oh gosh, it's just if you donate or support at $50 a week, exactly what we just pay at Starbucks, by the way. So, if you actually give that will give a child the opportunity to be able to get a full assessment or a pre-screening.
Well, I tell you, at the end of 90 minutes on Saturday evening at a football match in Montego Bay, when the score was 1-0 and the Reggae Boys were beaten by Trinidad and Tobago. That same, oh God. That's the same thing I said, oh God. But I don't hold it against you. Congratulations to TNT. We meet in the second leg this Tuesday at the National Stadium, and I'm hoping the Reggae Boys will fix things.
Equalize it.
Yes. Even that. Ladies, great having you this morning, and I wish you well with this project.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us again, and looking forward to a wonderful March 17th and 18th. And please don't hesitate to go to my website and donate.
Winsome Wishes for Kids. Why not? Put a plug in there. You're doing so much. Why not? All right. Thank you, of course, once again, Dr. Clay. And, of course, Ms. Sober. Is wonderful having both of you this morning. Have a great day and best wishes with this project. All right? As we say, welcome to the UK Connection, Bridge 99 FM, and of course, the Beat London 103.6 FM. Didn't know that Robo Ranx loved dancing that much.
No.
How many more dances?
I'll leave that to you, my brother. I leave that to you. Last week, I was listening back to the show. And I would say, did I really say that Richie B can do all those dance in front of millions of listeners? Richie, I think most people believed me.
Really?
I think they did.
Gosh.
It sounded so convincing. I said, and Richie can do this one, and this one, and this one, and he can even leg up the bird, cook it, kill it, and season it. Sounds convincing. Della Move, great track from Admiral Bailey. Happy birthday, Admiral Bailey, our champion in dancehall. And happy belated birthday to Tony Matteron. I didn't get to big him up last week when it was his birthday as well. So many March born. And I heard you earlier on, Richie, mention Jomer Somali.
Yes, sir. And the mixtape.
Belated birthday for man who passed away earlier on.
Yep.
In the year. Sad news, but I agree with everything you mentioned in your comments earlier on. Yeah. Totally agree, bro.
Most definitely, bro. How was the weekend, Robo?
It was a great weekend. I did the roving reporter for Bridge 99. So yes, ended up at the Dexter Daps concert on a Friday night.
Wow.
And the crowd was amazing. So there was about 3,500 people, 3,000 592. The only other men in the building was me and Dexter Daps. It was mere women. Just women. The crowd was crazy. And it wasn't just I see this crowd regular in UK events with urban acts. His crowd base, his fan base is so diverse now. It was something to marvel. I mean, there was people from all different types. I saw all different colors, creeds, denomination. They were all in there, and they were enjoying his songs. But one of the things that was kind of telling was when Dexter went into his older catalog. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like one of my favorite songs is a song called Chinese Jordan. Mm-hmm. But they don't really. But everything that went that way in Dexter's music, they knew all the songs. It was a big turnout. Congratulations to Dexter Daps, who in fact tonight has the follow-up concert. But that would be the second one.
Yeah, off the chain Friday night. Yeah. So, and you said that the second one is also sold out, right?
Yeah, the second one. Well, if it wasn't sold out, it'd be sold out by now because FOMO, fear of missing out. So all them young ladies that missed out on Friday will make sure they don't miss out on Monday. I mean, the the social media went berserk over the weekend with his fan base. I mean, and I bring you this news because it's one of the talk about moments of the culture here in the UK. So shouts to Birmingham, Manchester, but London was off the chain on Friday.
Sounds good. Was he up to his usual self with all the antics, ladies coming out of the audience and getting on with his bad self on stage?
Well, they're quite conservative over here, so they only had one lady on the stage, only one. So she came on the stage, and the place went crazy. I'm sure you'll be able to see the clips over social media. Yeah, let's just say. It was a more tamer version of Dexter Daps.
I wonder if that incident where a lady tried to bestow a crown on his head with a piece of her garment that might have somewhat caused some kind of change to his deportment on stage. I don't know. I'm wondering.
Yeah. I mean, some audience are not. They just don't get it. But I mean, the UK audience got it, and the lady that came on the stage was more reserved, But it was a big performance, and leaving the venue, I was there with a few of my DJ colleagues. When we left the venue, it was quite notable. Now in the UK, we have the red buses, Richie, as you see up and down, and you have these night buses. But I passed a bus stop. And there were so many girls at this bus stop. And Richie, you don't usually see people leaving events and hop in the bus.
Okay.
For me, I don't. But it was an event that finished just before midnight, and you just looked at it. I was just thinking to myself, this crowd is really, really young. But they came out in their thousands to see Dexter Daps. So he has a very young fan base, and a
lot of ladies, obviously.
It's just a good look. A good look.
All right, good luck to Dexter, and I hope the other events go well. And as he continues to flag the reggae and dancehall flag high in the UK, big up yourself, Dexter Daps, and big ups to our friends in Seaview Gardens, where he hails from. Yeah, man. We had a good, nice, restful weekend as well. And of course, good news from here is that a number of the public sector workers, through their unions, they have signed off with the government offer. I think there was an improved offer. We've not been hearing much about it, but it is believed that the teachers might have been offered somewhere in the region of $2 billion more than in terms of the offer, and they already have about $12 billion to receive. So they have signed. The junior doctors have signed. I think the police, from what we're reading, they could be signing anytime soon. So the Minister of Finance has a few less worries going into this new week, and that's a good thing because it means therefore that schools are back out in full force today, and we're not seeing any upheavals on the industrial relations front.
I wish we could say the same here. There's junior doctors striking. It was a 48-hour strike. So today, some people who had special, I would say, treatment that they were supposed to be receiving has had to be cancelled. So we are still going through it. Isn't it amazing that we talk about these working issues all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, and you know,
sometimes at the same time it's happening.
yeah, the defense is like, oh, you know, we came out of a rough period of time, and where's all the money gone? Where's the money? Where's all the moolah? Where's the money? Where's the cheddar? Where's the cheese? Because you no doubt these workers would have to be paid. So, I mean, you know, budgeting for years in advance, regardless of COVID or what have you. You'd have thought the clever, smart people in government wouldn't have got their calculators out earlier on and make sure they budgeted for workers, because people have to work just like people have to eat. So, yeah, it's strange that it's happening all over the world as we speak right now. So, yeah, shouts to all the people, anybody that's been affected here in the UK. Let's hope you're not put back too much and things can get back to some sort of normality soon.
Yeah, I agree. For all that and much more, we are thankful and we consider it a beautiful day.
That's right.
Yeah. What a time go, Robo.
That's a big chop up there, utilizing that UK drill.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing, Richie, that we're in a time where and Shelz would agree that you can almost do anything and trend. I remember seeing the images of the young
Rashawn,
kid doing that song, and now you can find ways of remixing and something that we maybe a few years ago we'd say, oh, isn't that nice, and it would just trend. Now you can do all sorts, and people are remixing. That's not the only. There's a couple more examples of that in the last few years I've seen where things are taken out of social media and made into songs.
Yeah.
So maybe we may be heading to I haven't seen it yet where the first viral #1 track is actually used from a real life situation. Maybe that might come. Not just a sample, you know.
Yeah.
A whole song.
A whole song. Who knows? I mean, TikTok, man, this is why people in the United States and even in Canada are not too keen on the fact that their governments are seemingly wanting to ban TikTok in those territories because it's serving a useful purpose right now, if you ask me. Robo, it's been a great morning, great afternoon for you. Big ups to the UK Massive and yourself and your fam and the crew at the Beat London 103.6. Have a great afternoon, bro. Always a pleasure, man.
Have yourself a great morning. Big up team. We'll be back on radio tonight for the Global Connect. Peace, team. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Cease and settle. I'm boiling water in a kettle.